Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We take you back to Thanksgiving Day, Thursday, November 25th, 1965, to Kemp Memorial Stadium in Shamokin, Pennsylvania, for the annual Thanksgiving Day game between the Red Tornadoes of Mount Carmel Area High School and the Indians of Shamokin Area High School. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Red Tornadoes of Mount Carmel Area High School. At left end, number 54, Frank Niglio. Left tackle, 62, Harry Brennan. Left guard, number 73, Bruce Swansea. Center, 91, John Rumpolsky. At right guard, number 80, Joe Costello. At right tackle, number 71, Rudy Tomidi, or 61, Walter Lutz. At right end, number 81, Joe Wojtovich. The quarterback, 19, Joe Paczynski. Left halfback, number 18, Greg Doviak. And the right halfback, 23, Bob Pizzoli. Fullback tonight, number 26, Bob Hammernick. And the remainder of the Red Tornadoes squad of 1965. Head coach of the Red Tornadoes, Joseph Jazz Dimmick. Assistant coaches, George Rona, Ed Stavinsky, Frank Picatus, Joe Swatsky, and Al Maschantonio. Athletic Director, Glenn Mangus. Principal, Vincent W. McHale, and Superintendent, Gerald Beyerschmidt. And now the starting offensive lineup for the home team, Shamokin Area Indians. At left end, number 81, Bob Ambrose. Left tackle, 73, John Kersnowski. Left guard, 61, John Lamb. The center, either number 51, Dave Latshaw, or 63, Gary Reinhold. Right guard, 62, Dave Schwartz. Right tackle, 75, Mike Vidro. Right end, number 80, Ron Raker. Quarterback, number 11, Bill Pavelko. At left halfback, number 31, Dennis Dick. Right halfback, number 20, Larry Zimmerman. And the fullback, number 21, Darryl Sadowski. And the rest of the lineup and squad of Shamokin, 1965. Coach Ed Binkowski. Assistant coaches, Bernie Romanowski, Joe Thuraway, Ed Zielinski, and Scott Anderson. Principal, Claude Redley Jr. Assistant Principal, Edward Sutt. Director of Athletics, Charles Peters. The scoreboard at the beginning of the game at Shamokin. Shamokin kicking off in the white uniforms. And the kickoff is taken at the 27 and returned to the 31. First and 10 at the own 31. Baczynski's pass is completed, but it is out of bounds to 54, Frank Niglio. Second and 10 at the 31. Baczynski's pass completed to number 23, Pizzoli, at the 39, a gain of 8. Third and 2 at the 38. Number 26, Bob Hammernick, gets the first down with a gain of 4. First and 10 at the 42. Baczynski's pass completed to number 81, Joe Wojtovich. 14-yard gain to the 44. Number 41, Mike Sutton on the tackle. First and 10, Shamokin 44. Baczynski's pass completed to number 23, Bob Pizzoli, gain of 4. Bill Pavelko on the stop. Then on second and 6 at the 40, Baczynski's pass was completed to Wojtovich for a gain of 12. Number 31, Dick on the tackle. First and 10 at the 28. Baczynski's pass completed to Pizzoli to the 25, tackled by Sutt. Second and 7 at the 25. Baczynski's pass completed to Niglio at the 16, tackled by Dick. First and 10 at the 16. Baczynski again back to pass. This time it falls incomplete. Brings up a second and 10 at the 16. Baczynski is sacked by number 21, Darryl Sadowski, a loss of 11. Third and 21 at the 27. Baczynski's pass is deflected and it's incomplete, hurried by Sadowski. Fourth and 21 at the 27. Baczynski's pass, this time intercepted by Dennis Stick at the 9, who returns it to the 37. Number 21, Bob Shoppy, and number 18, Greg Doviak on the tackle. Shamokin first and 10 at the 37. Sadowski up the middle to the 40, a gain of 3. Second and 7 at the 40. Sutt gains 3. Number 25, Blaze Alexander on the tackle. Brings up a third and 4 at the 43. And Sadowski up the middle gets the first down at the 48, a gain of 5. First and 10 at the 48. Quarterback number 11, Bill Pavelko's pass falls incomplete. That brings up a second and 10 at the 48. And Sutt gets the carry. He picks up 4 yards. Number 52, Tom Orzechowski on the tackle. Third and 6 at the Mount Carmel area 48. Dick on a halfback pass is intercepted by number 25, Alexander, on the 35 and returned to the Shamokin 34. Tackled by 51, Dave Latshaw. Mount Carmel area first and 10 at the Shamokin 34. Baczynski back to pass, and his pass is dropped. Second and 10 at the 34. Hammernick gets 3 yards to the 31. And that brings up a third and 7 at the 31. Greg Doviak gets 1 to the 30. Brings up a fourth and 6 at the 30 for the Red Tornadoes. Baczynski back to pass, and he completes it to Doviak for a gain of 8 yards to the 22 and a first down. First and 10 at the 22. Alexander takes it for a yard to the 21. Second and 9 at the 21. Baczynski's pass is completed to Doviak at the 6. Then a stick on the tackle, number 31. First and goal at the 6. Hammernick is stopped, no gain by Sadowski. Brings up a second and goal at the 6. Baczynski's pass is deflected, but caught by Doviak in the corner of the end zone, out of range of the camera, unfortunately. Niglio's attempt at the PAT is good, but it is wiped out by a 5-yard penalty. On the re-kick, the kick goes wide right. And as the scoreboard shows, 1:23 left in the first quarter. Mount Carmel area 6, Shamokin nothing. Ambrose kicks off and is fumbled at the Shamokin 40, recovered by the Red Tornadoes. Mount Carmel area, first and 10 at the Shamokin 40. Hammernick picks up a yard to the 39, number 30, Mike Wheeler on the stop. Second and 9 at the 39. Baczynski's pass is knocked down by number 12, Bogish. There is a penalty on Mount Carmel area, but it's declined. Third and 9 at the 39. Baczynski's pass is tipped, and a diving catch by Wojtowicz at the 25. Scoreboard now shows the end of the first quarter. Mount Carmel area 6 and Shamokin 0. Mount Carmel area first and 10 at the 25. Pizzoli stopped for no gain to start the second quarter. Second and 10 at the 25. Baczynski's pass is intercepted by Dick at the 10 and returned to the 29. Shamokin takes over first and 10 at their own 29. Dick is stopped for a yard gain. And on second and 9 at the 30, Pavelko back to pass. Pass is broken up. Third and 9 at the 30. Number 81, Bob Ambrose, on an end around, gets 6 yards to the 29. Politza on the tackle. Brings up a fourth and 3 at the 36. Shamokin in punt formation. The punt goes out of bounds, but there is a 15-yard penalty on the Red Tornadoes. Shamokin now first and 10 at the Mount Carmel area 49. Sadowski up the middle gets 4. Second and 6 at the 45. Pavelko's pass completed to Sutt for a gain of 16 yards. Taken out of bounds by Politza. First and 10 at the 29. Then a stick carries to the 23. Politza making the stop. Second and 4 at the 23. Sadowski gets down to the 13 for a gain of 10. Then on first and 10 at the 13, then a stick is thrown for a 2-yard loss by number 62, Brennan. Second and 12 at the 15, Pavelko's pass into the end zone is incomplete. On third and 12 at the 15, Pavelko's back in going to throw a screen pass. Completed to Sadowski, who takes it to the 6, tackled by Politza. Fourth and 3 at the 6. Fullback Sadowski takes it down to the 2 for a first down. Then on first and goal at the 2, Sadowski is held to no gain. Second and goal at the 2, Dick sweeps the right side for the Shamokin touchdown. And there is the sweep over the right side. Dick goes into the end zone. Score, Shamokin 7, Mount Carmel area 6 after the extra point with 5:44 left in a half. Shamokin's kickoff goes to Alexander, who returns it to the 36. Mount Carmel area, first and 10 at the 31. Kuczynski back to pass from the shotgun. Completes it to Niglio at the 48, but Mount Carmel area is offsides. And here we want to show you the people sitting next to the Mount Carmel bench. They're all in black suits, and what it is, it's the Coltmont High School Wildcat State Championship team of 1938. And now back to action. First and 15 at the 31. Kuczynski is hit by number 80, Ron Raker, and throws an incomplete pass. 4:46 left in the half. Second and 15 at the 31. Kuczynski back in the shotgun again. His pass is almost picked off. Brings up a 3rd and 5 at the 31. Again, Kuczynski out of the shotgun. Pass this time is broken up by Dennis Dick. Brings up a 4th and 5 at the 31. Ambrose's punt is taken by Dick on the 40, and he's going to only get back to the 43. Shamokin first and 10 at their own 43. Dick tries the middle and is stopped cold by the middle of the Red Tornado line. Second and 10 at the 43. Pavelko back to pass is sacked for Orzechowski, a loss of 17 yards on the play. 3rd and 27 at the 26. Pavelko again going back to pass. This time it's number 53 Barnes that sacks him for a loss of 16 yards to the 10. 4th and 43 to go at the 10, and the Indians' punt is taken by Pizzoli at the 42, and he recovers at the 40. First and 10, Kuczynski's pass completed to Doviak to the 27, a gain of 13 yards. First and 10 at the 27, Kuczynski's pass, this time completed to Wojtowicz at the 17 for a 10-yard pickup. First and 10, Red Tornadoes at the 17, Kuczynski's pass goes to Pizzoli at the 13, a gain of 4. Second and 6 at the 13, Kuczynski's pass falls incomplete, but a penalty puts the ball on the 20. Second and 13 at the 20. Kuczynski back to pass again. This time, Dennis Dick makes a great interception at the 15. And the official now signals halftime. Scoreboard at the end of the first half, Shamokin. The second half was missing, so we'll just show you some pictures out of the yearbook and give you the final game summary of the second half. In summary, summarizing the second half, Shamokin scored in the third quarter when quarterback Pavelko got into the end zone to make the score after Dennis Dick's placement 14-6 in favor of Shamokin, and that score held up as the final score of the game, Thanksgiving afternoon, 1965. Final score tonight from Shamokin, actually this afternoon, the Thanksgiving Day game, Mount Carmel Area High School Red Tornadoes 6 and the Shamokin Area High School Indians 14. The following individuals volunteered their time and expertise in order to preserve the proud tradition of Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes football history.